हेलो सर, गुड इवनिंग।
गुड इवनिंग. गुड
Good evening, sir.
इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग.
Good
गुड
evening,
इवनिंग
sir.
सर।
गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन.
Evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग सर. गुड इवनिंग.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Tausif from this side.
गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग भाई.
Sir, my voice audible to you? Hello.
यस यस. ऑडिबल. ऑडिबल.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू. Just wait for 2-3 minutes, everybody. Let's settle. Joins in, then we will start. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग रोहित जी. कैसे हो?
ठीक सर.
गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग.
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन भाई.
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग.
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग चेतन जी. गुड इवनिंग.
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग रेजू. आज मैं गलती नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, रेजू नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, रेजू. सॉरी.
नहीं सर, ठीक ठीक कोई नहीं.
सॉरी सॉरी. एक्चुअली उसका नाम
सर
एग्जैक्ट
मेरे को अभी तक लेकिन मिला नहीं है, पता है,
क्या चीज.
कॉलेज से.
कोई टेंशन नहीं. हम लोग बोले कि वर्स्ट टू वर्स्ट नहीं मिलेगा तो अपने दिसंबर नहीं, बाद में एग्जाम. इतना मन में डिस्काउंट करो.
नहीं, हम कॉलेज में जाके पूछा और एसीसी इंडिया में कॉल भी किया था कि ये प्रॉब्लम है. तो वो लोग बोला प्रोविजनल सर्टिफिकेट तुम बनवा के ले आओ कॉलेज से.
और
तो
क्या.
कॉलेज वाला बोलता है कि हम लोग प्रोविजनल सर्टिफिकेट बनाना बंद कर दी.
ऐसे ही बोल. तुम उसको एसीसीए के लिए बोल रहा है ना, इसलिए उसको प्रॉब्लम है. मणिपुर कॉलेज को प्रॉब्लम है, मैंने देखा है.
नहीं, हम उसको एसीसी के लिए कुछ बोला नहीं. हम सीधा सबसे पहले जाके ये बोला सर मेरे को प्रोविजनल सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए. बोलता है कि नहीं होगा. लेकिन फिर हम उसको फोर्स किया तो मतलब जो मेरा सोर्स है उसको हम बोला तो वो बोला बोनाफाइड सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा.
बस वही तो चाहिए, और कुछ
तो
चाहिए.
बोनाफाइड सर्टिफिकेट अब कल जाके हम कलेक्ट करेगा.
ठीक है. गुड सर. चेष्टा हाथ पैर मारते रहो, एक महीना है तुम्हारे पास, कोई टेंशन नहीं.
हाँ सर, इसीलिए तो अब कल जाके देखता है क्या होता
ठीक है. ठीक है.
सर हम बोला चेतन कहाँ आ गए ये मीटिंग में. चेतन का तो एफआईआर क्लियर हो चुका है.
उसको एफआर पढ़ने का मन है वहां. गुड बात. वो जोश 15-20 दिन काम रहेगा, बाद में नहीं रहेगा, ये मेरे को मालूम है.
है. नहीं सर, एटलीस्ट रिवाइज तो पूरा ही करेगा कम से कम. क्लास नहीं करेगा तो रिवीजन तो करेगा ही पूरा.
वही बोल रहे हैं कि अभी प्रेशर नहीं है ना तुम्हारे ऊपर. जब आगे वाला पढ़ाई का प्रेशर आएगा तो उस केस में लगेगा यार इसको कौन ध्यान दे, पहले वो जो है उसको पढ़े. वैसा. ओके. जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर 1 more minute. इफ एनीबडी एल्स विल ज्वाइन, अदरवाइज वी विल स्टार्ट. हाँ.
सर तब तक के लिए कुछ एक क्वेश्चन था तो आपसे पूछ सकता हूँ क्या सर?
बोलिए बोलिए.
सर एक्चुअली ना अपनी बात हुई थी क्लासेस के रिगार्डिंग. तो अभी तो मैंने अभी सराफ अकेडमी को ज्वाइन नहीं किया हूँ सर. मेरा थोड़ा फाइनेंशियल इशू है.
ठीक
तो
है.
मैंने आपको मैसेज भी किया था. मेरा जैसे ही जॉब का होता है मैं करूँगा. तो एक्चुअली सर मुझे माशाल्लाह 2 जॉब लगी है सर अभी.
हाँ
तो एक लगी है मैं अभी औरंगाबाद महाराष्ट्र में रहता हूँ सर.
हाँ.
और मुझे जो है एक राजकोट में जॉब लगी है जो कि दुबई बेस्ड सीपीए फर्म है.
ठीक.
दुबई में है और उसका बैक ऑफिस यहाँ पे राजकोट में खुला है. तो मुझे वहाँ पे उन्होंने बुलाया है मीन्स.
ठीक.
और पेमेंट कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं है सर. और दूसरी जो है मतलब एक अब्रॉड में है.
हम्म.
तो मुझे मेरा टारगेट सर अभी पैसे कमाना भी है और एसीसी बनना भी है. तो बाहर जाके एसीसी करना ज़्यादा आसान होगा या यहाँ पे रह के?
दोनों से कोई मतलब नहीं है. पेपर सेम है, पास करने के लिए मेहनत सेम.
तो वो जो फीस जो कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे अपनी जो उधर यूएई में, मतलब जो दिरहम में अमाउंट रहेंगी, या फिर सैलरी जो है तो अलग डॉलर में रहेंगी, तो आपको जो पे करना होंगी, तो फिर वो कन्वर्ट होते टाइम मतलब ज्यादा हो जाएंगी या कैसा रहेगा उसका?
आप जो भी पेमेंट करेंगे वो अपने इंडियन अकाउंट से करिएगा, उसको अकाउंट थोड़ी ना बंद कर रहे हैं।
अच्छा अच्छा।
बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट बाहर से हैं आपके बैच में,
जी जी सर।
इन करेंसी में पे करते हैं, वो लोग फॉरेन करेंसी यूज ही नहीं करते, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। और जहाँ
ओके।
तक बात है क्लासेस की, वो तो ऐसे ही होगी, आप दुबई में हैं या मान लीजिए महाराष्ट्र से, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, सेम
तो
स्टोरी।
सर वो फ्यूचर ओरिएंटेड, मतलब वहाँ की जो कंपनी है एक्चुअली में सर, एक कंपनी है मतलब जहाँ पे जॉब करना है, और दूसरा जो है वो सीपीए बेस्ड फर्म है, मतलब तो मतलब ज्यादा बेनिफिशियल कहाँ पे रहेगा ज्वाइन करना मेरे लिए?
जहाँ पर प्रोफाइल बढ़िया मिल रहा है, वैसे बाहर जाएंगे तो अगर थोड़ा बहुत पैसा बेसी भी मिल रहा होगा, बचेगा कमी, बिकॉज योर एडिशनल एक्सपेंडिचर्स विल बी देयर।
जी।
एक बार पैसे का नहीं सोच के जॉब प्रोफाइल, जहाँ जॉब बढ़िया मिल रहा है, जहाँ काम करने में मजा आएगा, वहां जाइए।
मतलब बाहर एज अकाउंट पोजीशन पे मिल रहा है, और यहाँ पे जो मिला है मुझे वो सीनियर एग्जीक्यूटिव बोलकर मिला है, मतलब एक सीए की फर्म है, क्योंकि मेरे इंटर्नशिप वगैरह सीए की हुई है, तो
हाँ
उन्होंने मेरी प्रोफाइल देखकर ही मतलब वैसा मुझे दिया है।
हाँ।
सीनियर एग्जीक्यूटिव की प्रोफाइल दिया है, और मुझे मतलब बाहर के क्लाइंट को हैंडल करना है, और यहाँ के जो न्यू जो ज्वाइनिंग रहेंगे उनको ट्रेन भी करना है, ऐसा उन्होंने मुझे बताया है।
तो
तो
यहाँ वाला
अब ये
थोड़ा
तो
ज्यादा बेटर लग रहा है।
यहाँ वाला क्या?
हाँ, ये वाला प्रोफाइल ज्यादा, मे भी पैसा कम मिल रहा है,
पैसा बहुत कम मिल रहा है सर
हाँ,
अभी
लेकिन
तो।
ये प्रोफाइल बेटर है।
अच्छा, तो आपके हिसाब से यहाँ ज्वाइन करना ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा
हाँ,
क्या सर?
बाद में बाहर निकल जाएंगे, क्या है, ये थोड़ी ना लास्ट ऑप्शन है। थोड़ा बहुत सीख के, लर्न करके, काम करके, थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ाई करके, कुछ एसीसीए का मान लीजिए स्किल लेवल हो गया, उसके बाद बाहर निकल जाएंगे, अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाएगी।
तो अभी मैं फिर बाहर जाने का जो जिनको बोला उनको, मतलब आपके हिसाब से उनको नहीं बोलना चाहिए और यहाँ पे हाँ बोलना चाहिए, ऐसा बता रहे हो
बस
ना
जो
सर?
प्रोफाइल आपका है वो यहाँ वाला बेटर लग रहा
जी जी सर, सीनियर एग्जीक्यूटिव, बट सर मेरी जो हाइक मिलेंगी वो फिर मेरी करंट सैलरी के बेसिस पे मिलेंगी ना। सपोज हो ये ऐसा रहा है कि यहाँ पे 30,000 मिल रही है तो बाहर 60,000 मिल रही है, तो मतलब पैसों में भी इतना फर्क आ रहा है सर, और ये सब चीजें है, तो अगर अपन जो दूसरी कंपनी जो भी ज्वाइन करेंगे, तो वो अपनी लास्ट ईयर की सैलरी पूछ, मतलब प्रीवियस सैलरी पूछते हैं ना सर, तो वो हिसाब से हम पूछ रहे थे आपको, क्योंकि
है।
यहाँ पे सैलरी समझो 30 मिल रही है और वहाँ पे 60 मिल रही है, तो ऑब्वियसली बाहर सैलरी ज्यादा है।
तो बाहर ज्यादा क्यों है कि बिकॉज वहाँ कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग हाई है। अगर
अच्छा।
हम बाहर से छोड़ के इंडिया में आएंगे तो वो सैलरी इंडिया में नहीं मिलेगी।
अच्छा, तो अभी सैलरी से ज्यादा पोजीशन पे फोकस करना चाहिए क्या
यस,
सीनियर को?
एक्सपीरियंस, वर्क, वो सब पे ज्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए एज कम्पेयर टू मनी।
अच्छा। तो
करियर स्टार्ट हो रहा है ना, तो करियर स्टार्टिंग में अच्छा जॉब मिलने से बेटर है।
ओके सर, ओके ओके सर। तो ये एसीसी में कुछ ज्यादा फ्रूटफुल रहेगा है ना सर, क्योंकि पूरे दुबई की कंपनी है, ऑफिस सीए की फर्म है, तो उसमें 140 प्लस कंट्री में उनके ऑफिसेस है, तो एसीसी में मतलब मेरा ज्यादा उसमें और फायदा हो जाएगा है ना सर?
जो भी इंटरनेशनल कोर्सेज है वो सबसे
जी।
फायदा। कोई
ओके
बाहर
ओके।
जाएंगे तो वो लोग का ग्लोबल बिजनेस ही होता है, सो दे
जी।
वांट दैट द पर्सन शुड हैव ग्लोबल क्वालिफिकेशन। तो आप एसीसीए सीपीए कुछ भी करें, दोनों से फायदा है।
ओके सर, मेरा और जो भी रहेगा मैं एक बार आपसे पर्सनली कांटेक्ट करूंगा सर, प्लीज।
जरूर सर, करिए सर।
थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है, तो ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। Today we are not discussing about ACCA course, CIMA course, CPA course, CMA US course and all that. That is not the point of discussion today. If you want to know about this, all the events week by week I have taken for each course, and the video of that event is freely available on Prakash Saraf official YouTube channel. You can go there, see the video of the respective course. It is not very lengthy. It's around 40 minutes, 1 hour around. You will understand 90-95% of the things by seeing the video. And then if you have any specific query, you can always connect with me and my team members. So we are not discussing whether ACCA is good or bad, CIMA is good or bad, CPA is good or bad, which I should be doing and all that. That is not the discussion matter today. If you want to discuss that, you can discuss with me after the class. You can call me. There is no problem. But I will advise, if you don't have any knowledge about ACCA, CIMA, CPA, CMA and all that, go on my YouTube channel, Prakash Saraf official YouTube channel. Go in the particular course in the playlist ACCA, CIMA, CPA, whatever. You will get on the top the event which I took in last 1 month for that respective course. See that video diligently for 1 hour, 40 minutes, whatever is the video time. And then 90-95% things will be clear in your mind. You can connect with me for further queries. So no further discussion today about which course is good or bad. The story finished. Second thing. We are discussing today about financial reporting. Generally, the category of students are ACCA, FR student, financial reporting, diploma IFRS student, and CIMA, management level students. All the 3 students need to study FR, financial reporting. In simple, all the students need to study how can we prepare financial statement, profit and loss account, balance sheet, statement of cash flow, statement of changes in equity, notes to accounts, disclosures, all this. We are not able to discuss this in one class. It will be taking approximately 25 classes of 3.5 to 4 hours each. That means around 90 to 100 hour class. The purpose of this study is not just to pass the exam ACCA, FR or CIMA, MCS or a diploma IFRS. If we have that in our mind that I want to pass the exam, then the whole purpose of study is very, destroyed. Because in our classes, there are graduates, those who have experience of 5-7 years. There are part qualified students. Part qualified means maybe they were doing CA, CMA India. They have completed intermediate but couldn't complete the final. And there are qualified students also in our classes, those who have completed CA, CMA also. You will think, or you should be thinking, that there is a big difference between a graduate and a chartered accountant. Obviously, yes, sir. But then we need to understand that accounting is a subject where the changes will be happening regularly. You can't stop. Any point, any type of transaction which is accounted for in the books of accounts earlier was in a different way, and in future it will be recorded in a different way. I can say that maybe a chartered accountant or CMA, CA qualified will be able to understand the concept fast because they have that background knowledge. And a pure graduate will be finding slightly extra time or extra efforts to understand the concept. The objective of our classes is not just to teach those who already know the things. The objective of our classes is to start everything from basics. Assuming nobody in the class don't know anything. Everybody is starting from 0 level. So you don't need to take tension. If somebody is a chartered accountant, what will happen to me? No problem. If somebody will think that I am a chartered accountant, sir will be explaining the concepts very slowly and all that. You will not feel that. Maybe in the today's class, it is a first class. You may be feeling that I am slightly going slow. But once second and third class will be there, you will never find that I am going slow. And you will never find that I am going very fast also. It's just that you need to follow me. You need to follow the instructions. Everybody will be able to understand everything and everybody will be able to enjoy the class. That's my guarantee. If that will be creating a problem anytime, you can take refund of the fees. Only this criteria. That you are not enjoying the class, you are not understanding the concepts, then you can take the refund. It is already recorded. So no tension. It is already given commitment. So if you find anywhere that you are not understanding the concepts or you are not enjoying, my responsibility. Don't take tension. The purpose of our study in coming 100 hours, 90 to 100 hours approximately, is to have a deep understanding how the financial statements are prepared, and when they are prepared, analyzing the financials. Somebody will say that, sir, what is the meaning of this? Preparing the financials and understanding the financials. Suppose I'm not asking. Suppose I will say that in our class, Amita Bansal is a student. If we will ask her to say something about yourself, then she will be telling, my name is Amita Bansal, I am from this city, this country, I am working here, or I am a student, and my objective is this in life, I have done this, that, and all. She will be giving a background. Then we will be able to get to know some knowledge about Amita. Similarly, the financial statement of a company are giving the knowledge about the organization. If suppose you want to know about my company, Saraf Gurukul Private Limited, the brand name Saraf Academy, the legal entity name Saraf Gurukul Private Limited. You want to know about Saraf Gurukul Private Limited. One of the most prominent document, one of the most prominent, what do you say, thing, which will give you a knowledge about Saraf Academy is its financials. And if you look at the financials of Saraf Academy, it is around in a font size 8 to 10, around 45 to 50 pages. My financials, my company financials are around 50 pages with a font size 8 to 10. You will find that in the financial statement, auditor's report, director's report, profit and loss account, balance sheet, statement of cash flow you will not find, because for a private company in India it is not compulsory. Statement of changes in equity, notes to accounts, disclosures. All these things you will find in my financials. When you go through that financials, if you look at the profit and loss account, you will find that suppose last year the turnover was 4.5 crore, 4.5 crore. And this year the turnover is 5.2 crore. Last year the turnover was 4.5 crore. And this year the turnover is 5.2 crore. You will realize that the Saraf Academy turnover has gone up from 4.5 to 5.2. That is 0.7 crore more. In percentage term, 0.7 crore divided by 4.5 is giving you approximately 13-14%. I'm not saying exactly. Moda. That means the company revenue has gone up by 13 to 14% in 1 year. It's good. On a standalone basis, whatever my understanding says, but it's good because the turnover of the company has gone up. But then the question comes, what is included in the turnover? In the turnover or sales revenue of Saraf Academy, if last year turnover was 4.5 crore and current year turnover is 5.2 crore, the turnover has gone up by around 13-14%. Very good. But what is included in the turnover? The very common thing is tuition fees, which you all have given. Because my business activity is providing training classes and collecting tuition fees as a sales revenue or a turnover. But suppose Saraf Academy has invested in some shares of companies, Reliance Industry or State Bank of India. Suppose I have invested my surplus money in Saraf Academy in some of the companies in the market. And from those companies, I have received a dividend. Saraf Academy received a dividend 5,000 rupees from State Bank of India investment. Whether this 5,000 will be a part of revenue or not, I am not asking. No need to answer. But you need to know that what is a revenue. If suppose I have done some fixed deposit in bank and the fixed deposit is giving me interest, whether that interest is a part of revenue or not. If suppose I have invested some surplus money in some property and that property is given on rental basis and we receive the rental income in Saraf Academy, whether that rental income is a part of revenue or not, there are so many things. Now nobody can say that rental income never be included in revenue. If you say that I have two businesses, one business is providing training classes and the other business is to invest surplus money in property and letting it property on rental basis, then my rental income will also be a part of revenue. So I am not going into that detail ki bhai what will be the revenue, but only one single item has so many things to know. Ki if the company sales revenue turnover is given, what are the figures included in the turnover? What is the company's operating activity? These things are written in financial statement, in the notes to accounts. About revenue, the notes is properly written. But how many of us know that? How I will be able to understand why the revenue has gone up? The second thing, my revenue is 4.5 to 5.2 crore. But last year my profit was 50 lakh. And this year my profit is 45 lakh. Even more, my revenue has gone up from 4.5 crore to 5.2 crore. But the profit of the company is from 50 lakh to 45 lakh. It's a very sad thing, very bad thing. Ki the revenue has gone up by 13-14% and the profit of the company has gone down from 50 lakh to 45 lakh. There must be some major reason for this. Maybe something exceptionally happened during the year, loss by theft, loss by fire because of that. Or maybe nothing exceptional, but my expenditures has grown up at a bigger pace, at a faster pace than my revenue. My revenue has gone up by 13-14%, but my expenditures has gone up by greater than 13-14%. This should not be happening, but this has happened. If I don't know how to prepare the financials, then how I can understand whether the financials are showing good picture or bad picture? I am giving you a practical example today only. When in the morning I was going through some news, I found when the share market opened today morning at 9:15, then RailTech, railway company, a PSU in India, shares price has gone up by around 6%. I was inquisitive to know what is RailTech is doing and all that. So I gone into my Kotak app in my mobile phone. I typed in the app RailTech. I got the price of the share around 370 something. I got in the last 1 day, in the last 5-7 days, in the last 1 month, in last 1 year, what are the movement in the prices? I found that below further, if you go down in the app, different apps, any app, then the 52-week lowest price was around 275.76 and the 52-week highest price was around 436 or maybe 450, I don't remember exactly. Then I found that the price earning ratio for the industry was not given, but for the company the price earning ratio was around 35-36 times. Then I found in the below there is a write-up about the RailTech, good amount of write-up, but I just read 5-6 lines. Ki bhai, what is the company, what they are doing and blah blah blah. I found that If I would have done further research, then I will be able to find their financials of last year, last 4 or 5 years. The profit and loss account, the balance sheet, the statement of changes in equity and everything. If I will go in the app under the event, then I will be able to find what are the events happening. What has happened today or what has happened yesterday, what is going to happen, what the management is deciding and all that. थोड़ा time लगेगा, but not just the share price will give me the feeling that I should be buying the shares or I should not be buying, but I need to do some understanding of the financials, their PL account, balance sheet, P ratio, all these things I need to analyze. One thing is that somebody told me that you buy the share, price will increase, I will do the trading, I will do the transaction like that. I'm not a person like that. I will do my own research. Maybe you will be telling me something, but I'm not going to buy the share just because of cover and all that, because I have my brain. I can apply my brain. I can understand why the company I should buy the shares or should not buy and all that. That I can understand. By looking at the financials, if you understand, I'm not working in real tech. I don't need to prepare their financials. PL account, balance sheet, I'm not the person who will prepare. I am not the auditor of the company who is checking the financials of the company. I am not the senior director, executive, non-executive of the company who need to check the financials. I am not the mutual fund manager who need to, but still for my own personal purpose, I need to understand the financials. If I want to buy the shares for 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 day, maybe I am not so much concerned with the financials. But if I want to buy the shares for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, I have a long-term horizon. I cannot buy the shares without looking at the financials. So whether it's investor like me, whether it's an employee, whether it's a director's management, whether it's a society, whether it's, you can say, government, income tax, sales tax, whatever, everyone need to see the financials. Whether you are in the company thinking about investing in a project, which project we should be doing, from where the funds will be coming. If you don't understand the financials, nothing will happen. कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला. If you want to work in accounting domain, you want to work in auditing domain, you want to work in financial domain, you want to work in FP&A role, you want to work in valuation. Yesterday, one of the student of mine was asking me in the WhatsApp, sir, can you suggest me from where I should be doing the financial modeling course? I said, I cannot recommend you this is good or bad. You need to check whoever's are offering, what they are teaching, how they are teaching, because according to me, financial modeling you cannot understand if you don't understand financial statement preparation. Financial modeling you cannot understand if you don't understand the basics of finance, NPV, IRR, present value, future value, you can't understand. Because financial modeling involves knowledge of accounting, knowledge of finance, and some basic understanding of Excel programming. You will be putting figures in different columns, and then you will be doing the modeling. Bhaiya, Excel में figure you will be able to write when you know the accounts and finance. पहले base तो clear करना होएगा ना. If you want to do the valuation for a company, there is a mergers happening, how many shares to be given for how many shares, what should be the cash and all that. You need to know the finance. You need to know the financial statement. If you have the objective to study the subject, not for passing the exams, like Chetan we have. He's saying that, sir, I want to study again, even though I passed this subject I want. The purpose, not just giving the exam, passing the marks, no. Then the whole purpose will be lost, yours also, mine also. We need to understand from top to bottom, from bottom to top, everything in the financial statement in a very logical way, so that we can prepare financial statement and so that we can understand financials for anybody. for financial modeling, for funding, for investment appraisal, for preparation, for analyzing companies' financial with others, for forecasting the price, this, that, everything I will be able to do if I actually knowing the crux of the financial statement. That cannot be taught in 2 hours or 2 minutes. That will take 90-100 hour class with logics. Every treatment in the accounts has base logic. If we understand the logic, we will be able to do everything. And then passing the exam will become a byproduct. Like I always say in my classes, if I am teaching very well, if after the class I am happy, satisfied, a student will come automatically, sir, automatically. कुछ करने का जरूरत नहीं है. Similarly, if you know the concept, the question of passing the exam or not is a byproduct. Forget about passing the exam, question paper and all that. Think about learning something for whole life. Financial statement preparation and analysis after the preparation is done. In your question paper, whether you are FR student, whether you are IFRS student, whether you are CPFR student, whether you are CIMA MCS student, all the students are going to get the questions which are purely on your understanding. You need to study less, you need to mug up less if you understand why and how the financial statements are prepared. Then question of passing and failing gone out of the thing. It is automatically pass only because you have that understanding. This is just an example I am giving, because if somebody, there is a debate going on for 4 hours and there is a debate, the usage of financial statements, the purpose of financial statements, I can go on speaking for 4+ hours without any break, without having a sip of water also I can go on telling. You should be having that much capacity. Ki bhai, if you are studying financial statement preparation and all that, then aapko koi bole ki purpose, usage and all that, you should go on speaking without stopping, without stoppage. That's the purpose of our class. In the beginning, in the notes, I have written what are the IAS, IFRS are covered. Somebody will ask, what is IAS, IFRS? IAS, International Accounting Standards. IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. Till 20th century, from 1975 to 1999, 25 years, whatever the rules, guidelines published by the authority for accounts preparation, those were named at the global level are called International Accounting Standards, IAS. But in the 21st century, the restructuring of that entity happened. And after the restructuring, some name changes and all that. And then they started publishing the rules, guidelines for preparation of financial statement. And those rules, guidelines are named as International Financial Reporting Standards, IFRS. From 1975 to 1999, 25 years. The IAS were published from IAS 1 to IAS 42. So in total 42 guidelines, rules are there. And then from 21st century, that is from 2000 to 2025, in next 25 years, the IFRS published by the entity IFRS 18. IFRS 19, 20, 21 are already in pipeline. They are not yet published. They will be published in the due course of time. And when 19, 20, 21, then not that work is over. 22, 23, 24 will come. Till the time I am alive, you are alive, it will go on coming. New things are go on coming. You can't stop them. The IFRS which is published from 21st century have replaced some of the IAS which published earlier, like IAS 11, no more, IAS 8, not 8, I think IAS 7, cash flow statement, no, it is there. There is a research and development IAS, I don't remember the number. Then there are many leasing, many IAS are there. Those IAS are removed because for them IFRS are published. So a student don't need to study 1 to 42, all 42, because that is not there. Out of 42, 27, 28 are there, and some of them are not in the syllabus for the time being. You will say some of them not in the syllabus means they are not in the FR syllabus, but they are there in the IFRS syllabus, they are there in the SEMA management case study syllabus, they are there in the CPFR syllabus, which are not there in the FR syllabus. I already said in the Saturday class when FR student was not there, that those 3-4 IS, IFRS, I will be taking separate class for IFRS student, for SEMA MCS student, I already said. But if we forget 3-4 IS, IFRS, then out of IS 1 to 42, around 28 IS is there, which are still relevant. And there are 18 IFRS, which are published in 21st century. You assume that all are there in the syllabus content and all need to be studied in the class. They will help you to understand how to prepare the financials, and they will help you to analyze the financials. Financial statement of an organization are heartbeat. In my heart, it is beating. Similarly, if you understand the financials, it is the organization heartbeat. It is this. बोलेगा सर you are not preparing financials now. सर अभी भी कोई ना कोई स्टूडेंट पेमेंट कर रहा है, कोई ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है, that will be accounted for. तो हार्टबीट तो रनिंग है ना, थोड़ी ना. कोई स्टूडेंट is not in the class doing recordings, हार्टबीट तो चल रहा है. Financials preparation and all that is never off. It's gone. If in the heartbeat is not running, human beings are dead. Similarly, if the financials are not known to our type of person, accountant, finance, auditor, CFO, CEO, any type of this person, that means it's gone. You need to understand this from the basics, from bottom to the top. Every transaction should be clear in your brain. Purpose हमारा यही है. This is our purpose in the class, not just covering the syllabus and content. Purpose यही सोचकर हम आगे चल रहे. I will try to follow this purpose always in the class, and you also need to follow this. Now, I've written some one by one line on some of the IAS, IFRS, which maybe you will not understand now, because that will take 90-100 hours to go through. But you can say a syllabus introduction, that what is there in the syllabus is written. Every IAS, IFRS will not take same time to study. One single IAS, IFRS may be taking 2 classes. And there are 4 IAS, IFRS can be completed in 1 hour, like that. It's not that all IAS, IFRS are going to take same amount of time. That depends upon detailing. And at the same time, suppose we take 5, 6, 7 classes, then we get into rhythm of understanding accounting. Then later on, when we do IAS, IFRS, you can understand faster, because they are related with whatever we are going to study in beginning 5, 6 classes. So all are interrelated. If you study properly, then everything will be very easy for you to understand. But not that every IAS, IFRS will take same time for study. All IAS, IFRS will have different amount of time to study. मेरे को मालूम है, आप टेंशन मत लीजिए. You just need to have a trust and faith on me. This is not the first time I am teaching this. In 3 months, I have taught this subject more than 50 times. In 3 months only. So this is not the new thing. Again, I am going to teach in 3 months the entire syllabus content. आपको दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत नहीं, मेरे ऊपर छोड़ दीजिए. Have trust and faith on me. ठीक है? For FR student, financial reporting ACCA FR student, 100 marks paper, the paper is divided into 3 parts. Part A, there will be 15 multiple choice questions. Each question will be of 2 marks. So 15 question of 2 marks each, which is 30 marks. Then part B, again it is 15 multiple choice questions, but slightly it is in a different way. One scenario of 3-4 paragraphs, based on that 5 questions. Another scenario of 3-4 paragraphs, based on that 5 questions. And the last scenario, 3 scenarios, based on that each scenario 5 questions each, multiple choice. In these questions, examiner is not concerned with any working from your side. They are just concerned, are you doing correct answer? If you are doing correct, 2 out of 2. If you are doing wrong, 0. No part marking. Solid marks, no working required, just right and wrong. So in FR exam, it is 30 marks and 30 marks. 60 marks each multiple choice questions. And then in part C, there is essay type, where you need to write everything, whatever you are thinking, whatever you want to say. If it is numericals, you need to show the calculation. If it is theory, you need to type your answers. That is 2 questions of 20 marks each, 20 into 2, 40. So 60 marks multiple choice and 40 marks essay type, that is 22 question. Total 100 marks paper, pass marks each 50. To pass the exam, you need to score 50. Out of 100, 50 marks to pass the exam. If we go for IFRS exam, as I said in the last class also, there is no multiple choice. All are essay type. And each question will be of 25 marks. So 25 into 4, 100 marks. And here also the pass marks each 50. But there is no multiple choice. Each question essay type. That means whatever you want to say, you need to say in proper working. If it is calculation, need to show the calculation. If it is theory, need to type the theory properly. It is mix of numericals and theory. Both are FR, IFRS exam are fully computer-based exam. Like we are in the class on the screen. Similarly, in the exam hall, you will be on the screen. Every student will be given a separate screen, computer, and you need to work on that computer. You need to type your answer in Word file. If it is calculation, you need to do the calculation in Excel file. You will say that, is it compulsory to do the calculation in Excel? No compulsion. But if you don't do the calculation in Excel, you will be taking huge time. So if you want to pass the exam, if we say passing the exam, your Excel calculation, some basic knowledge of Excel calculation should be there. If that is not there, then it will be difficult to pass the exam. For that reason, I always advise that students should be working, practicing everything on screen. When the class is over and you are doing your self-study on the screen, don't take any printout, because you need to read the question on screen and you need to write the answer on screen. Theory, you need to type. Numerical, you need to go in Excel. So if you don't develop this habit, by the time of exam, maybe you were well prepared, but you are not prepared to pass the exam. So even though if you have physical books purchased already, or you are thinking of purchasing, wash out. If you have the physical book, throw out of the window now only. Throw out of the window now only. Don't take any printout, don't buy any physical book. If I want to pass the exam, I need to develop the habit. Normally, those who are working, they are working on computer only. Just that they have not given the exam computer based. And those who are not working, maybe they have the habit in class, college and all that. Studying on pen and paper, not allowed, man. Change your habit from today, just now. No printout, no physical material, no pen, paper, nothing in life. I am sitting with in front of me screen only, nothing else. For more than 10, 12 years, I have not used a pen for writing anything. Even when I need to sign a check, that is also very less required. Every time I am signing in a different way. I forgot to type to sign in a proper way. बोलेगा सर कितना खराब है. सर जरूरत नहीं है ना सर. Every transaction is happening online. No signature required, man. I have developed that habit to teach you. You need to develop this habit for giving the exam from today only. Don't take print out of anything I have written. Still student will message me, sir physical book मिलेगा? आप मांगेंगे तो भी नहीं मिलेगा, तो भी नहीं मिलेगा, पैसे देंगे तो भी नहीं मिलेगा, बिकॉज हमें आपको पास कराना है. आई डोंट वांट टू मेक यू फेल. तो मैं आपको पास तभी करा सकता हूं जब आप ऑन स्क्रीन वर्क करना सीखेंगे, which is only on the day of exam is not possible, which should be done from today now only. इसलिए मैंने ये बकायदा लिखा है और बोला है. There is a video. You can just copy this link and paste it on browser. It will be taking you to YouTube. That I have taken one event around 3-4 years back. I don't remember that how the examiners are checking the copy, how they are marking. That institute has given a mark sheet, how they are marked and all that. You can see that video. You should be. Some basic Excel calculation, because I am also not an Excel expert. Just from one column to another column, combining the two figures, minus, divide, multiply, basic. That basic calculation I have shown in this video. See this video. It will help you to at least basic knowledge in Excel. And then you will be practicing that whatever is shown in the video. Bolega sir, in the class, we will be doing. Today I have not yet taught anything. How I will start doing Excel, any calculation. When I will be teaching anything, wherever required, I will be using Excel Word file regularly in the class. Don't worry. For your study purpose, I will advise you should refer these class notes. This is written IFRS December 2025 class notes. You will say how I will get. After every class, I will mail these notes to all the students. After every class. Suppose after today class, I will write class notes till first class. Now after second class, I will mail again. I will say class notes till second class. So till matlab it is including the first class notes. Because when I will be teaching, I will be go on writing something on the screen. You don't need to write. I will be giving you after the class freely. According to me, this my notes is very important. If you have again a trust and faith on me, नहीं है तो कुछ कर नहीं सकते. लेकिन आपको मेरा इच्छा है. My intention is that you don't need to refer any other book. So my notes will be very much relevant the way I am teaching, and they have prepared considering 360 degree. But still, if you have any confusion, even though my notes are there, you want to read something from some book, then my advice, you refer study text of Kaplan. Kaplan is study text for 25-26. If I have written sometime, if you are not getting a concept, then not that every topic you will read this also, this also. My advice is not there. Still, any student will say, sir, I want to read. Read, sir, I don't have problem. But वो वही चीज लिखा हुआ है दूसरे लैंग्वेज में. It's just waste of time. Questions, some of the questions are there in the study text with the theory write-up, and in the exam kit only the questions are there. So you can practice the question more and more from the exam kit, and some of the question you can practice from the study text also. For a diploma IFRS student, there is a separate book, Deep IFRS Exam Kit 25-26, because for understanding the concepts for IFRS student, these two are there. So just IFRS student, if they want to solve their past term questions, then this book is there. These are two exam kit, and these are for understanding the concepts. My advice, refer these four only. If you want to refer anything else, most welcome. I am not stopping you. And you can ask questions from any book in the world, no problem. But मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कोई thesis नहीं लिखना है. चीज, we need to understand the concepts. And the concepts will be very much clear if you refer these four. This is I am saying with my experience of 30 years and teaching international courses for 15 plus years. ये सब काफी है 100 में 100 लाने के लिए और ज्ञान अर्जित करने के लिए. So it is not required that you need to refer any other things other than this. When you refer the notes, we have given you the Google Drive link, those who are registered. Even when I have shared the class link for this class, then I have categorically given the material again to all the students. Somebody will say I have not received. After the class, I will again give the Google Drive link. The notes cannot be given in attachment because they are greater than 25 MB. So they will be in a Google Drive link. When you get the new Google Drive link, open that and download all the materials from there, save it in a folder in your desktop, in your laptop, in a folder, so that you don't need to open Google Drive link again and again. All the notes you download and save there, so that whatever you want to refer, you can refer. Reference, I am saying these only, but there are other materials also, generally not required, but they are given. You can say that before going into this, just I am showing Google Drive link to all of you.
Hello, sir.
If any question in your mind, you need to wait for some time. Just wait for some time. थोड़ा देर वेट करिए सर. This is, you can say, ACCA FR. ACCA FR Google Drive. Okay? In this ACCA FR, you will be able to find the class notes of 24 last year. You will say, sir, 25 वो तो अभी बन रहा है ना, वो यहाँ कहाँ से आए? That I will be giving after every class. And then there is the discussion which I did, कि ACCA FR 25-26 exam kit, FR pocket notes not required 25-26 exam kit, study text of 25-26, here it is there. ठीक है ना? You need to download all these. Huh? I have not deleted the 24 material. I will delete after some time, not deleted still. If you are CIMA or Diploma IFRS student, then in that case, there is one more link given to CIMA, MCS and Diploma IFRS student, that is SBR notes, SBR Google Drive link. There you will be able to find some SBR exam kit and study text of 25-26, and there you can find the exam kit of Diploma IFRS also. Like suppose Talvinder Kapoor, just an example. When I mailed to Talvinder Kapoor, this is the Talvinder Kapoor mail ID, and then Talvinder Kapoor. Okay? What is written here? ACCA FR IFRS Google Drive link, ACCA SBR IFRS Google Drive link. This is given on Saturday only, September 6. Today is September 9th. This is given on September 6 only. At the same time, whatever I taught in the class, that class slides of Saturday is also there. This was given to all the students, those who were registered, not FR, the IFRS and what I should say, CIMA MCS students, all have been given this. Everyone. If still somebody will say, I have not received, I am giving after the class again. Don't worry. And if you are FR student, then FR student has been given today, those who are registered already, the FR link only, not SBR link, because they don't require. Somebody will say that, sir, मेरे को ये भी चाहिए, भैया मांग लेना, मेल में दे देंगे. material, कोई हाथी घोड़ा नहीं है. But FR student require their FR material. For that reason, they have been given that only. So all the students are given the Google Drive link. If you check your mail properly with an open eye, then you will find that the link is there and the study money class notes are there. These class notes, last class which I have given, are basically focused on IFRS. Huh? So I have made them as a name extra. And then there is FR IFRS notes, which is this, which is common for all of them. So when I will be taking something extra for IFRS or CMA student, I will be sharing this extra notes. Presently, I am in common area, which is common for everyone. The second thing, if we go on the institute website, ACCA Global.com, ACCA if I will go on the institute website and I go under students category, study support resources, okay? Under study support resources, I will go in ACCA qualification. In ACCA qualification, I am going in the subject financial reporting. Under financial reporting, I can go in the syllabus and all that. I'm not going there. You can go. You should be going through once. I'm going straight away in the past exams, questions, practice. Okay? In this past exams, questions, practice, I need to log in with my ID and password of ACCA Institute. So if I'm not a registered student of the ACCA Institute, I cannot go further. I need to log in with my ID and password. Any student who is registered student of ACCA Institute need to use his ID number and password, then they will be able to log in. To go into past term papers practice. Now, it is asking me, browse available exams, matlab which subject I want to go in. So I want to go in financial reporting. I have selected. Okay? Variant. No variant. You will say, for SBR, there is a variant, international variant we should be selecting. But for FR, there is no variant. Exam.
Sir, what do you mean by variant?
Sorry. एक्चुअली क्या है कि इंडिया में इंडियस अलग है, IFRS अलग है, यूएस गैप अलग है. तो फॉर FR सिलेबस दे आर नॉट गोइंग इनटू एनी वेरिएंट अलग अलग. बट फॉर SBR व्हेन यू गो इन प्रोफेशनल लेवल, दे आर सेइंग आपको यूके वेरिएंट का एग्जाम देना है कि आपको इंटरनेशनल वेरिएंट का एग्जाम देना है. डिफरेंस थोड़ा बहुत इज देयर, बट दैट यू नीड टू सेलेक्ट देयर, वेयर देयर विल सेलेक्ट international variant because we are from international. Even UK student also can give international variant, but FR में कोई variant वो लोग नहीं बनाए. FR में कोई variant नहीं है. जैसे टैक्स का एग्जाम है, तो आप टैक्स का खोलोगे तो उसमें यूके टैक्सेशन है, उसमें सऊदी का टैक्सेशन, अलग अलग वेरिएंट है. इंडिया टैक्सेशन वेरिएंट नहीं है. तो दो सब्जेक्ट से जहां पर अलग अलग वेरिएंट दे सेलेक्ट. लेकिन प्रोफेशनल लेवल में, एट स्किल लेवल, देयर इज नो वेरिएंट्स. So no variants. Here they have said September, December exam paper, practice 2 paper and all that. Suppose I want to go into practice 1 paper. मेरे को इसका करना है. Assigned, I have assigned myself. ठीक है? Assign कर दिया मैंने अपने आप. Assign करने से it is saying assigned. ठीक है? Now assigned means view assignments. View assignments में you are getting the financial reporting 1 assignments. है ना? In this financial reporting 1 assignments, You can do the paper offline. Internet is not required. But I am not doing it offline. I am doing online only. They are saying view syllabus. I am not interested syllabus. I am straight away want to do the paper. They are saying you want to start? Yes, I want to start. Give them some time. Now the paper is started. Okay? They are saying resume. अभी तक मैंने start ही नहीं किया. Resume फिर से दबा दिया मैंने. Now the paper is loading. When you will be in the exam hall, the paper will be like this only. Same screen present. Same type of presentation you will be getting on the screen. Same presentation रहेगी. ठीक है? It is loading. I'm not reading these stuff. Those who are new student for ACCA, they should be reading this. Obviously, if they are registered, then only they will be getting hold of this. Because institute is not allowing to go here if you are not a registered student of the ACCA. All the instructions are given, I have not read. They are saying start. I am saying start. Section A is starting. Okay. Section A, I said 15 question, first question, and multiple choice. This or this or this, whichever one is the answer. The second one, multiple choice means you need to select this or not this or this or this or this, anyone. Okay. Like this, there are 15 questions. Then section B. With navigation, you can straight away go to section B. It is not that you need to solve in the exam one by one question. You are not interested in section A, you go in section B, man. In section B, in the left-hand side, 2-3 paragraphs are there. And based on this, there are 5 questions. The first one, then you go on the basis of same scenario. Second one, on the basis of same scenario. The third one, all are multiple choice, man. Okay? Then on the basis of same scenario. The fourth one, and on the basis of same scenario, the fifth one. So 5 questions gone. Now this is another scenario. For another scenario, again there are 5 questions. I don't want to work in this. I want to go in section C. So I want to go in section C. This is 30th number. Section C. In section C, left-hand side, the question is there. And in the right-hand side, based on the scenario, A, B, C, 3 questions are there. And A, B, C are 5 marks, 12 marks, 3 marks, in total 20 marks. If it involves calculation, they are given the Excel sheet. Suppose 200, 400, 500. I want to add all the 3. Selected the first one plus the third one. Answer. If you want to do this calculation in calculator, you can. But we should be slightly habituated with the Excel working. Plus, minus, divide, multiply will be better. Those who have not worked anywhere, they will take time to understand this. You see the video which I have given in the notes, you will be able to understand better. It is just a sample. I have not said that I have done this Excel teaching in the class. Basic Excel teaching. Once the question we will be solving, we will be doing. Okay? Then this is a second question. And based on that, there is a theory. It is not numerical. So you need to type your answer and all that. Basic window features are there. Nothing is required. Chup-chap se you need to type. You don't have time to use italics and all that. Nothing can be done. No time at all in the exam. Okay? Now, the entire thing is complete. The whole paper. I have not done anything, man. Okay? They want to say, do you want to review? No, sir, I don't want to review. No flag, nothing. Okay? I want to end the exam. Left-hand side. End the exam. They're asking, you want to end? Yes, I want to end. Still you want to end? Yes, I want to end. They will ask 2-3 times. So that if you have not completed, you can complete that. Then it is saying, You can access additional learning resources, close the window, close the window. You will say that, sir, from where I can check my answers, whether I've done wrong. Now automatically it has changed to mark exam. Mark exam matlab, the software will mark your answer also, and at the same time it will be giving you the model answers. Confirm you want to mark this exam. Yes, sir, I want to mark this exam. To see the solutions, what I have done and all that. Okay? It is loading. So question 1. In the left hand side, there is a marking guidelines they have given. Okay? Since it is multiple choice, there is no marking guidelines. It is 2 out of 2. Okay? So there is nothing. It is getting loaded. Let it be loaded. हो जाओ भाई.
सर यहाँ पे फीडबैक दिखाता है एमसीक्यू का, जो हम लोग चेक कर रहे थे ना पिछले टाइम,
हाँ,
वो दिखाता है यहाँ पे,
कहाँ पर?
यहीं पे दिखाता है। अनीस हमको बताया था।
नहीं, हम लोग जैसे बोल रहे थे कि पहले कुछ और भी एक्सप्लेनेशन देता था, उतना एक्सप्लेनेशन अब नहीं दे रहा है ये लोग.
नहीं देता है, देता है।
यहाँ आगे जाएंगे तब देखते हैं सर. और तो कुछ नहीं दे रही है. मे भी इधर कुछ जरूरत नहीं है.
सर अपना ऑडिट
क्वेश्चन में नहीं देता है।
ऑडिट का एग्जाम में 1-2 क्वेश्चन नहीं देता है.
When it is required, then they give, है ना? So if sometime it is required and it has not given.
वो 10 में से 2-3 में ही देगा, और एमसीक्यू में तो और कम है।
वो लोग को ऐसा लगता है कि ये सिंपल था, ये सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी था, नहीं जरूरत है, तो फिर आप मेरे को जिंदा करेंगे, मेरे को बोलेंगे. अदरवाइज अगर यहाँ दिया हुआ है तो आप करेंगे, चेक करेंगे. मैं तो ऐसे ही you a new student cannot go here. It is just that I am showing in the exam, so you will not get this. You will just get the question paper, but it is on the screen. स्क्रीन पे ही सब कुछ करना है आपको, कोई प्रिंट आउट वगैरह ये सब नहीं अलाउड है. And the ACCA Institute is taking exams on computer based since 2016. 10 साल हो चुका है, 10 years. When they started in 2016, I still remember some of this said that, sir, I don't want to give them computer based. I want to give pen and paper. So initially the both was allowed. But then I forced the student to go, they were not computer based, easy. Then the computer based they give, and they said that, sir, if they will take paper pen based, I will not give, sir. I will give exam computer based only. It's just a question of habit, sir. अगर हैबिट डेवलप नहीं करेंगे तो गड़बड़ी होएगा सर. This is, you can say, the methodology or the paper pattern of ACCA FR exam. Even though I said in the last class for IFRS students, but still just for few minutes, I am showing IFRS exam pattern also, diploma in international financial reporting under the study resources only, past exams. Now for going into IFRS resources, you don't require ID password. They are freely available. They are not asking to use ID and password. Okay? I opened this paper on Saturday again. I am opening. Why? Because some of the students, I have explained everything, still they are asking illogical questions. So this is very sad. Even though I am there in the class, I am showing, after that recordings are there, but you are not following my instructions. So when these things are arising, sir, paper कैसे आएगा वगैरह, तो फिर तो आप पढ़ाई क्या करेंगे सर? पहला क्लास में ही आप व्यू खराब कर रहे, एटीट्यूड गड़बड़ कर रहे. I am not reading the instructions. You can read. You should be reading once. It is asking me, start the question. I am saying, yes, I want to start. Now in the IFRS, since there is no multiple choice, all are asset type. In the left hand side, all the parts of the question in the exhibits. Some information is there in exhibit 1. Some information is there in exhibit 2. Some information is there in exhibit 3. So there are 4 or 5 exhibits. Then based on these exhibits, exactly what is your question? of 25 marks. And then where you will write your answer. If it is numerical, they have given the Excel sheet. If it will be theory, they will be giving Word file also. Like this question has only calculation. So they have given the Excel only. But in the second question, you see, they have given the word processor. For writing the answer, they have given the word processor also, like it was given for FR exam. Same thing is there for the IFRS, but for IFRS, multiple choice questions are not there. Like this, there are 4 questions. All 4 questions are there. As far as answer is concerned, you can see that as I've taken on that study resources, the answer is there in the separate PDF file. Question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. These are freely available to the whole world, not a registered student of ACCA for IFRS. Anyone can get hold of this. Why we are not solving any question? Abhi hum log kuch padhe hain kya? Have we done anything? And just by doing one topic, we can't solve any question, because in a question there are 3-4 topics are mixed. Whether it's IFRS, whether it's FR. So unless and until we don't do some study, how we will solve any question? We can't. Today is not the end of the class. It will take some time. So when I will be in a position to solve some questions, I will be going here in FR exam kit and all that, and I will be solving in the class in front of you. Don't worry. But abhi ek baar aapko dikhaye to sari, what is the exam pattern, how the questions are coming, what is the passing criteria and all that. That's my job, my duty. Kaplan is a publisher. You can find ACCA books from this publication. ACCA books can be found on the ACCA platform also. For ACCA student, not for IFRS. The entire study material is there in the study hub. But I generally prefer, with my experience, that the Kaplan books are better than ACCA. I will not say better, otherwise somebody will take it in different way. When it is in a proper structured format, there it is much better. It is more structured as compared to on the institute website. A student can refer the ACCA material on the ACCA website. They don't require Kaplan. But I generally prefer the Kaplan one. But there is nothing as such hard and fast rule that you cannot study. But for IFRS student, there is no study material given. Just the question paper and answer. IFRS student need to have the separate material, which, as I said in the class, for FR, IFRS, all same. Because we are studying financial reporting. Not a question of FR, SEMA, F, whatever. We are studying accounts, financial statement preparation and all that. Sabke liye wo same. So I will prefer that you use Kaplan material. But if you want to use something else, you are very most welcome, sir. I don't have any problem. Just that, not that at the time of exam you will refer any new book. Regularly you refer that book whichever you want. My advice, I have said crystal clear. I want the students should refer this. But if you want to refer anything else, I don't have a problem, sir. Then comes for ACCA, for CIMA, for diploma IFRS, exams are there sitting in home, exams are there in the exam center also. Both are possible. In the exam center, sitting in home. Sitting in home is called remote based exam. Which one is better? Both have their advantage, disadvantage. This term, that is September term, normally because of the heavy rain, because of the bad weather, a student faced a problem of internet and a student faced a problem of load shedding, and a student faced a problem extra from the institute side also. This was an exceptional term. I found that the queries of the students relating to the problem in remote based exam was very high. But then in the earlier term also, some of the students face problem by sitting in home. But then if you are giving exam in your home, whether you want to switch on the AC, switch off, you don't need to go anywhere. You are sitting in your home, your environment, your keyboard, which is very important thing. Because the student complained that in the exam center, the keyboard was very bad, the screen was not good and all that. I don't know how come this happened, but the student complained that. And in the exam center, you need to go half an hour, 1 hour earlier. Maybe it is 25, 30, 40 kilometers away from your house. All these problems are there. Pros and cons are there. If you ask me personally, I personally like giving exams sitting in home. Whenever the student give exams sitting in home, they like that. They don't want to go in the exam center. Why? Because earlier they were afraid, but once they give the exam sitting in home, they find it is very, very easy, very simple to do. When you are giving exam from sitting in home, it's not that you can do any cheating. Rooms should be closed. You can't go out. Nobody can come in. On your desk, only one laptop or computer from which you are giving exams should be there. And a transparent water bottle. This is not allowed. Only transparent water bottle. And the camera should be on entire 3 hours. Somebody is invigilating. So nothing you can do, man. Because the screen which is open, you can't minimize that screen. Entire 3 hours, that screen should be running. So student give exam by sitting in home, there is no problem. And if by chance load setting internet happened, they will allow you to give exam next week again without any charges. If next week again the problem arises, then they will allow you after 3 months only without any charges. But then they cannot allow again and again. So that type of tension is there. If 2 times my exam get cancelled because of any reason, my money is safe, but I will be able to give exam next term only. If you don't want to take that tension, then book exam center basis. Or my personal advice, giving exam in home remote basis is far better. That is my personal feeling. I don't want to force you to accept something. That is my experience says, whatever students had said and all that, that I am saying. Some technical problem can arise with anybody. You can't control that. They will allow you, they will not charge you to give exam again without any charges. That is there. I don't think so. I have anything left to say in general thing, paper pattern, what to study, from where to study, basic understanding of IS, IFRS, syllabus, introduction, knowledge of the subject, why we are studying, exam pattern and all that, how the papers will come, how you need to study and everything. Classes will be Tuesday evening 8 p.m. Time cannot change, and Saturday 11 a.m. These are the 2 time only for live class. You should be attending live class always. Feeling will be much better. And for CIME student, Sunday class extra when it will start. But for FR IFRS student, these are the only classes which will be there always live. After the live class, you will get recordings automatically. This class will be uploaded on YouTube freely because this is first class. But subsequent classes you can see only in the software. If you find any technical problem, you are not able to see the class video not running anything, you just mail, my team will handle. You don't need to message me or call me. But if you mail now, they have already left the office today. They will be able to deal with you problem tomorrow morning 10:30. During office hours, your technical issue will be resolved. You don't need to message, call anybody, just mail, they will help. I will just advise whenever they are giving you software classes, understanding you, please understand properly once for all, so that you don't take tension again and again and all. One time एक बार में समझ लीजिए, so that without any hassle you will be able to do the recordings and all that. For recordings you never need to request. It will be automatically after the class will be there with you in the software. You can see the recordings. For any technical problem, recordings, material, this, that, you just need to mail. We will do the needful. Now, before starting the syllabus content, anybody has anything to ask? Talvinder was asking something. Suvankar Banerjee is, since some time, is unmute. Yes, sir. Tell me.
Sir, is there any step marking in diploma IFRS or?
Sir, if step marking will not be there, nobody will pass in accounting subject. For FR students, since multiple choice there is no step marking.
Right, sir.
But in essay type for FR and in IFRS, entire essay type, so the marking is there based on what portions you are doing correct.
Okay, sir.
So always step marking. It is not mathematics. Accounts always have step marking, sir.
Right, sir.
And when you will see the answers, model answer, they have
Right.
given in each step how the marks will be allotted. So that you can check your answer, how much marks you will be getting on your own also, sir.
Okay, sir.
So step marking is purely there, sir. No tension. Okay.
Hi, sir.
हाँ तलविंदर जी बोलिए.
Yes, sir. Actually, I got the answer afterward. I was only having a chaos in the two things that FR and IFRS should be having the same study material. That was the only question I was having. But later on, you told that both the study material we can be used.
देखिए आप मेरे को कितना मानते हैं, मैं अच्छा हूं कि खराब हूं, क्या आपको मेरे ऊपर ट्रस्ट है, बिलीफ है?
Yes, sir. Full.
तो वह है तो आज एक बात जिंदगी में समझ लीजिए. अभी तो हमने बहुत ज्यादा कुछ पढ़ाई नहीं है, ना इधर दिस क्लास ना इधर लास्ट क्लास, ऐसा कुछ पढ़ाई नहीं है. स्टूडेंट चैंपियन वही बनेगा जो क्लास का रिकॉर्डिंग आफ्टर द क्लास करेगा. इफ यू डोंट डू रिकॉर्डिंग्स आप कभी अच्छा से नहीं समझ पाएंगे. मे बी यू आर अ चैंपियन, देन ऑल्सो यू विल से दैट सर आई हैव डन द रिकॉर्डिंग्स. रिकॉर्डिंग्स करने का मतलब क्या है? पहले तो these classes, the first few classes, you should increase the speed to 1.5, 1.7, so that you can complete the recordings in 1.5 hours, 2 hours. When you are doing the recording, you should not be disturbed by others. पढ़ाई चल रही है, जैसे एग्जाम देंगे तो कोई आ नहीं सकता रूम में, वैसे ही when you are doing the recording, it should be a pin drop silence. Mobile should be switched off. Mobile should be no disturbance. Properly recording करिए. When you are doing the recording, pause the video many times because something I am saying you have not understood. Pause it. अभी तो मेरे को नहीं रोक सकते, वीडियो में तो रोक सकते हैं. उसको डाइजेस्ट करें. रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडेंट किया इसका मतलब ये नहीं बिकॉज वो ठीक से नहीं किया तो उसको समझ में नहीं आएंगी चीज. When you have done the recordings, whatever is solved in the class, do that again. So you are doing 3 times: live class, recording class, and again on your own. And then do other questions which we have not done in the class, which is given as assignments, homework. अगर आप ऐसा 2-3 क्लास फॉलो करोगे, चौथी क्लास से आपके पास कोई डाउट ही नहीं बचेगा पूछने के लिए. बट आप इसको फॉलो नहीं करोगे तो डाउट ही डाउट रह जाएंगे, and never you will be feeling confident or never you will be feeling satisfied. So any student, every student need to study like this. If I am saying wrong, you just follow this for 3-4 classes. You will be able to understand whether I am wrong or right. तो आपका डाउट जो भी आप फोन में पूछ रहे थे, जो भी अभी बोल रहे हैं, क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि आप ध्यान नहीं दे पा रहे. मान लीजिए लाइव क्लास में है, आप रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर रहे हैं, बोलेगा किए हैं तो फिर क्यों नहीं आता? वही तो बात है सर. तो अभी तो पढ़ ही नहीं रहे हैं, जनरल डाउट है. जब पढ़ेंगे तो कितना डाउट आएगा सर? आप बोलेंगे सर आप मेरे को 500 बार फोन कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. लेकिन मान लीजिए मेरा नाम प्रकाश सराफ है, मेरे को फोन करके बोलेंगे सर आपका नाम क्या है, तो पागल ही लगेंगे ना सर मैं और आप दोनों. सो एवरी स्टूडेंट हैज अ रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम माय साइड, हाथ जोड़कर विनती है, फॉलो मी, व्हाटएवर आई एम सेइंग डू दैट. यू विल बी वेरी मच सेटिस्फाइड. एज फार एज कॉन्सेप्ट इज कंसर्न्ड, एज फार एज योर प्रिपरेशन, रेफरिंग मटेरियल, एवरीथिंग, कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं हो. रिकॉर्डिंग चुपचाप करिए. क्लास के बाद रिकॉर्डिंग करना अनिवार्य है, मस्ट है. और आप कुछ भी पूछेंगे हमको समझ में आएगा आप क्यों पूछ रहे हैं. बाल सफेद हो गया है सर, पढ़ाते थे तब बाल एकदम नॉर्मल यंग थे. हाँ अभी तो 30-35 साल हो गया पढ़ाते हुए, तो मेरे को मालूम है कि आपका एक शब्द बोलने से आपका गड़बड़ी कहां पर है. आपको आगे बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं है सर. आप मेरे को फोन लगाओगे बस आप 5 सेकंड कुछ बोलिए, हमको समझ में आ जाएगा. मान लीजिए मेरे को क्या बोलना है, मेरे को बोलना है भाई तू मत बोल, तू चुप रह, मैं बता रहा हूं तेरे को क्या पूछना है. आप ट्राई कर लीजिए, कभी कोई दिन आप फोन करिए, आप मान लीजिए धीरे धीरे बोल रहे हैं, मेरे को मालूम आपको क्या बोलना है, 5 सेकंड में पता चल जाएगा. आपको अगर मेरी सुननी है आप चुप हो जाइए, मैं आपका क्वेश्चन भी बोल दूंगा, उसका आंसर भी बोल दूंगा उसी सेकंड में. नहीं बोला तो पैसे वापिस सर, फिर से ट्यूशन फीस वापिस. लेकिन स्टूडेंट सोचता है सर मैं धीरे धीरे बोलूं. सर मेरे अब यार हमसे स्टूडेंट एग्जाम जब देने जाते हैं तो पूछ कर जाते थे, सर हम कल पास होंगे ना, ये पूछ कर जाते थे. बोलते थे सर आप बोलेंगे पास होंगे तो हम पास होंगे सर, ऐसा. इस तरह का रिश्ता नाता था। आज वो स्टूडेंट तो हमारा दोस्त है यार। 30 इयर्स पहले जिसको पढ़ाया वो तो मेरे कितना एज होगा, 6 महीना 1 साल मेरे से छोटा होगा और क्या। और आज भी मैं अपने से बड़ों को भी पढ़ा रहा हूं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं। सो मेरे को पहले से मालूम है आपको क्या पूछना है सर, बिलीव करें। जो मैं बोलता हूं, मान लीजिए चेतन फोन कर रहा है कि सर ये अभी चेतन जो बोल, मेरे को पहले से मालूम है उसको क्या बोलना है, समझिए यार। कोई भी स्टूडेंट अलीक, मान लीजिए इनका तो 2 ही क्लास हुआ है, अगर इनको कुछ भी बोलना है ये 5 सेकंड बोलेंगे, 6ठा सेकंड इनका क्वेश्चन और आंसर मैं बोलूंगा दोनों। तो जब भी आप मेरे से कनेक्ट करेंगे जल्दी, फास्ट। आपने कुछ बोला, मैंने बोला भाई चुप, मैं बता रहा हूं, मैं बता दूंगा, आप बोलेंगे सर हो गया, ठीक है। सो हमने बोला लाइव क्लास, रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास, और उसके बाद उसको पढ़ना। एवरीबॉडी डू दिस, लेट्स सी वेदर अकाउंट्स इज डिफिकल्ट और इजी। देखते हैं हम लोग कितना डिफिकल्ट इजी। टुडे वी आर स्टडिंग, 1 सेकेंड।